Ginebra San Miguel, Coach Tim Cohn. Coach Tim, before we talk about the gameplay, that might have been the loudest crowd that we've heard throughout the pandemic. What can you say about the support of the Barangay Ginebra fans?
Well, it makes a huge difference for us, no doubt about it. You know, they are a special group. They show up every game and they cheer us on, and whether we're up or down, they still continue to cheer us. It's really a special group, and it lends to us. It really does. You know, from a coaching standpoint, I don't hear it very much. I don't hear until I watch the replay, and then I hear it on the TV. But because I'm trying to narrow my focus on what we're doing. But I know the players feel it, and I sometimes watch our guys, and they're playing at such a high level, and I wonder, why are they playing at such a high level? Well, it's the crowd. The crowd's forcing them to play at that level. So yeah, it's truly a benefit for us, and we've really missed them over the last couple of years. Really, really have.
Coach, in the Philippine Cup, you were the defending champions. You lost to TNT in the quarterfinals. You fall into the same situation now in the Governor's Cup as the defending champions. Can you talk about the mentality of going into this match as underdogs, but as defending champions as well?
Well, actually, you know, if you think about it, we won the last two conferences coming into the Philippine Cup, and we had to go through talk and text twice to do that. So, you know, and then since that time, this is the first time we beat them since we beat them in the finals in the first bubble. So, you know, they've had our number, and they've been playing. You know, they have a real good feel for what we like to do. Choice has always had a real good feel for what I like to do, and he's always been a tough strategist to go against. In many ways, he's a really special coach. But, you know, I don't want to make too big of a deal about this game. It's just a game. We won game. All we did was even out the odds. You know, they had the overwhelmingly big odds coming into this series, and now we've kind of halved those odds in plays. They're still the favorites, and the good news is we have a couple of days to recover. Bad news is they have a couple of days to look at the video and go over and see what adjustments we made and make their own adjustments. So that's what twice to beat is so hard to overcome. You can always get the first one, but the second one is much, much tougher. So that's on our agenda at this point, trying to figure out a way to get that second one. Trying to figure out a way to follow up this game. And that's what we're going to be trying to prepare for over the next 2 days.
Coach, just like in the last game, you were consistently hitting your outside shots. So how huge was this one, especially against a TNT squad that can also score in bunches?
Well, I thought our defense did a really good job today. We got them a little uncomfortable, and they didn't get as many threes up as they normally get. They had to kind of resort to Rosario trying to beat us one-on-one, and that kind of that brought them back in the game, but it couldn't finish the game for them. So, and that just tells us that we made them a little bit uncomfortable, made them do something they're not used to doing. And again, we've got to try to follow that up and try to find something that's going to do that again for the second game. And again, I keep saying this, but I don't want to make a big deal about this one. I mean, I run into the locker room, I told our guys, no celebrating before I walked in here, because we haven't achieved anything. We haven't done anything. All we did was just even the odds a little bit. Certainly not in our favor, but it's now a little bit more even.
Coach, how about defending Mikey Williams? How difficult was it? He hit some tough shots early in the third. Yeah.
God, he makes tough shots, man. I was talking about Coach Jot being special. This kid is special too, and he does it in big moments. That shot he made at the end of the third quarter was phenomenal. I mean, Nard was right on him, and he shot it from 28 feet and knocked it down under a lot of pressure. He makes really tough shots, and but that's all we can do is try to force them to take tough shots and hope and pray that they don't go in all the time. And tonight they didn't fall like they normally do for him. And again, we're going to have to try to figure out, it's like a broken record. We're going to have to try to figure out a way to do it again in the second game.
Just your thoughts about the way nag-speak tong dividend the next week.
Yeah, he was huge. He hit a couple of really big threes from the corner that when they were making their run and starting to tie the ball game up, he came out and hit some big threes. He helped on defending Williams as well. You know, obviously we really miss Stanley. I mean, Stanley he's our Mikey Williams basically, and so we really miss him. So the contributions that Nard is given to us is absolutely, I can't tell you how crucial it is with Stanley out of the lineup. He's just huge for us. We've really played LA and Scotty a lot of minutes, and we need that extra guy. Jeff, you know, Nard, Arvin. Arvin didn't get a chance tonight, but we may go to him in the next game. But we got some contributions from, you know, guys like Prince and Sydney. Sydney's coming back from injury, so he's still not quite sure what he's doing out there, but we really have a lot of belief in Sydney. But I mean, we got contributions. He's not going to show up on the box score, but it's really, it shows up if you watch the video.
Coach, talk about Scotty's 23-15 stats and hitting that big three from the corner.
That's Scotty, man. That's all I can say about that. That's Scotty. I took him out of the game twice, and we lost leads as soon as he walked off the floor. So that should tell you how important that all is. And yeah, he was, you know, I just really, you know, I think those numbers are going to be normal for him. I really do. I think those are going to be normal numbers. You're going to look at him when he gets to be 35, 20, and 19, then you'll go, whoa. But these numbers, you'll think, it's just another day for Scotty. Because I think those are the kind of numbers you're going to put up consistently all the time as his career continues to evolve and get better. So I'm not surprised by that. And I'm not surprised by him showing up on big time. And he was our primary stopper. On top of all that, he was our primary stopper on Mikey Williams. So he's doing that, and he's doing the rebounds, and he's doing the scoring, he's doing the assisting. You know, I know he's popular because he plays for GINEBRA, but even if he was another team, I think that he would be considered one of the top, you know, top players in the league. He just doesn't get all the accolades because he doesn't do it in scoring, does it in every other thing he does.
Thank you, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Lim, I think this was the best game, statistically at least, for Japeth. How important was his performance with the fact that Christian was hobbled with a foul situation throughout the game?
Yeah, Japeth played with his tongue hanging out. I mean, he had to really overplay, and we were pushing him from the bench and talking to him and trying to get him to reach really deep, and he reached really deep. Japeth has a real tendency to show up in big games. I mean, he does play big games really well, and this was a big game for him. And hopefully next time out, Christian can get some legitimate minutes. But Christian made some really tremendous passes and plays down the stretch, and was still able to defend with 5 fouls. So as limited as Christian played, he was really effective when he was out there. So this was the best I thought that our 3 bigs played together, Christian, Japeth, and Justin. It's the best we've played this conference by far, that big lineup.
Any more questions? I think that will be it for the end of this press conference. Once again, congratulations, Coach Timko.
Thank you very much. See you, hopefully, next game.